My motion is this House would ban jail systems. So on to my first argument titled The Dangers of Fire versus Fire. Here, we're telling you that jail systems propagate violence and should therefore be banned. Why? 3 lines of analysis. First, abuse and violence within jails fuels antagonism between state and criminals, incentivizing resistance and unlawful behavior. How does this look like? In 1979, after Don of Copenhagen City within Jamaica was put into jail, he actively sent his people against government police officers in order to get back at the government for what they had done to them. Second, the lack of security within jails forces criminals to defend themselves violently, therefore reinforcing the already existing stigma within criminals that violence is the only mechanism to which they can achieve safety and protection, which is the reason why we see that slums within the United States have over 2 times the murder rate than any other part of their cities. And third, because jails overpunish petty offenders and limit their opportunities when returning to society, they have to revert to crime in order to survive. Wes Moore, one of the people within Chicago's South Side, went into jail, and when he came out of jail, he was unable to find a job and therefore had to go back to dealing drugs. With this argument, we change the status quo by abolishing jail systems because first, we have less criminal state antagonism, which first leads to fairer treatment of criminals themselves because there is less stereotypes and more equality when referring to criminals themselves. And second, because there is a lesser possibility for state-directed crime, which means that we get greater democracy because people are no longer scared of going to political demonstrations or going out to vote simply because they are in danger. Second, in which we tell you that there's a promotion of an alternative mechanism to achieve safety. There is no more fire versus fire because first there's a decentivization of violence as a defense mechanism. You no longer need to go out with a knife in your hand in order to feel safe. And second, because there is less propagation of crime. Second, because you destroy a justification for criminal attacks in the interest of safety because this is no longer a valid mechanism of defense. And third, even if all of that isn't true, you have more fairer chances for minority communities to continue to grow because of the fact that they now have more opportunities. And second, there is less of a propagation of crime within these communities because of the fact that there is now a better alternative. We have shown you throughout these arguments how jails fuel and incentivize violence, and proving to you how abolishing these jail systems helps mitigate crime and its effects on society.